Hi guys, in this short video I'm going to show you how to multiply polynomials, and I'm using Math is Fun, this website that I highly recommend for you. Alright, to multiply two polynomials you need to understand that you have to multiply each term in one polynomial by each term in the other polynomial. Then we will add those answers together. We will simplify it if it is necessary. Okay, this is the first example. One term being multiplied by another monomial, okay? So to multiply one term by another term, you must first multiply the constants, that is 2 times 4, and then multiply each variable together. Take a look. 2 times 4 times xy times y. So at the end you simply multiply 2 times 4, which becomes 8, and xy times y, it's xy squared. To multiply one term by two terms, in other words, one monomial by a binomial, all you need to do is multiply one at a time, one term at a time. 2x times x first, and then 2x times 3xy. Look, 2x times x plus 2x times 3xy. And then simplify each multiplication separately. 2x times x is nothing more than 2x squared, and then this product becomes 2 times 3, that's 6. First the constants, and then the variables. X times xy, it's x squared y. Actually, you apply the same technique when you multiply two binomials. So you can apply something called FOIL. So you multiply first terms, which is a times c, and then outers a times d, and then inners b times c, and finally the last b times d as follows. Take a look. A times a c, a d, b times c, and finally b times d. Take a look at how this technique works with this example. 2x times xz, then 2x times negative a, then 3 times xz, and finally 3 times negative a, as follows. So first, outers, inner, and last, 3 to negative. There you go.
Okay, suppose you guys need to multiply this binomial by this trinomial, right? The easiest way to do this and to avoid confusion is to line them up as if they were just simply numbers, and you would multiply them just like you normally do with numbers. So you would start with 3, and you will make sure that 3 multiplies each one of these terms above, and then the x, or vice versa. It really makes no difference as long as you line up like terms. Let's do it. So it's easier if you first multiply from left to right, the following way. Okay, let's do it with me. 3 times 4x squared will be just 12x squared, right? And positive, by the way, because both are positives. So the next would be 3, which is positive, times negative 2x, and that becomes negative 6x. So then the last one is positive 3 times positive 6, and that is 18. Now we'll do the same thing with the x. So here we go. X times 4x squared would be simply 4x cubed, right? So we would write it a little bit to the left because this power is just bigger. All right, it's larger than x squared. Okay, then the next one would be x times negative 2x, and that would be just simply negative 2x squared, and we will cleverly write it down underneath these x squared. This is the secret, lining up like terms, right? Then the last product is x times 6, and that's simply 6x, and again notice that we are lining up these two because these two are like terms. So now we will proceed to add, right? And taking advantage of the fact that we cleverly lined up like terms. So here we go. 18 plus nothing is 18. Negative 6x plus 6x. These are opposites, so it's just 0x. 12x squared minus 2x squared is simply 10 of those, 10x squared, and finally 4x cubed, right? Plus nothing is just 4x cubed. So what is the final answer here? As you can see, let me zoom out a little bit. this is the final answer, right? 4x cubed plus 10x squared, and 0 times x is just 0, so that disappears, so 18. So there you go. As you can see, this is easier than peeling off mandarins.